This is not traditional Breguet. And this is not a traditional chronograph. Stick around, we're going to talk about it. So what I mean by that is essentially, if you're in the watch industry, or basically you like watches at all, you'll become eventually, over time, no pun intended, associated with this very prestigious brand called Breguet. The founder, I forget his first name, but the last name is obviously Breguet. He was a French watchmaker that essentially built the company from ground up close to 200 years ago. Has had a lot of innovations and watches that essentially, we still use today in making watches, of which is this piece. This is essentially Breguet's pilot-oriented, basically like, it's pilot-oriented chronograph. It's called their Type 21. It's not the Type 20, Type 21. There's a difference. So Type 20s usually have 3 registers on the subdials, and they usually have Roman numerals. Type 21s have Arabic numerals, and they're bi-registers. And in this case, this is what's considered a flyback chronograph. This is really, really unique because it essentially allows you to time things separately. It's not a split chronograph, and it's not your traditional chronograph. It's a little bit in between. And I'll show you what I mean. But aside for being non-traditional Breguet usually uses classical proportions. They use very monochrome colors. They never break out and do anything fun. This one just came out last year, and it's 42 millimeters in diameter. It's 15 millimeters thick. It's got a bi-directional ceramic bezel that is really cool, very satisfying. And it's got this very unique orange color. Now there is a green variant, and both of them are limited editions to 250 pieces per color. And we've got one of them, and it's got the box and the papers. So what I mean by a flyback chronograph is you probably see that the main chronograph is running right now. And essentially, I'm going to do something very dangerous. Do not try this at home, kids, because if you do this with a regular chronograph, you'll probably break it. But essentially, as it's running right now, you can safely press the reset button, and it continues to go, which is really cool because it allows you to time separate things while this is actually running. Now, it doesn't obviously keep track like your iPhone or anything like that, but this will allow you to, I guess, essentially time cars going by, whatever you want to do with it. But anyways, this piece, like I said, just came out with last year in 2021. It's got this really cool Arabic dial with 2 registers, and you get the nice date that matches very well with the dial down at the 6. And by the way, this is 100 meters of water resistance too, so this is very safe to take to the beach. And then essentially, this does have, let me open up the very nice leather strap, by the way. It goes very well with this watch. The exhibition caseback. And as usual, Breguet being Breguet and almost 200 years old, they know a thing or two about finishing. So the movement is all finished off by hand, as you would expect from a company like this. But that being said, we did just get this, I believe, this week. So yeah, it comes with the box papers, and I think it's completely unworn. Limited edition to 250 pieces worldwide ever made. And we've got one at SwissWatchExpo.com. Do the usual, like, subscribe, give me a call. I'll see you around.